Hey, before we start the video, I want to invite you to sign up on my email list. I've been putting out posts on Twitter and YouTube recently about trying to grow my email list to 20,000 subscribers, and once we get there, we're going to be doing a giveaway of an HF radio, brand new HF radio, to someone on the email list. So you have to be on the email list to be entered into the drawing for the giveaway. Sign up today, hamradio2.com/email-sign-up, link in the description below. Good afternoon and happy Friday, February 23rd. Got some stuff to talk about today. I didn't have much in the way of sale items come across the email list this week, but we do have a few items in here and a couple of events upcoming, so stick around and let me know what you think. Comments or links to everything will be in the description below today. RNL has the waterproof dual band TYT TH8600 on sale today for $139. I believe that's about a $10 off price. It comes with a mag mount antenna, so you can plug this in. I'm pretty sure this radio comes with a cigarette lighter adapter plug already on the power cable, so you just plug it right in and go. Great little radio for putting in a pack and maybe traveling with and sticking that on top of your rental car. Don't have to install anything permanently. So there's that option if you want it. He's got the TH-D75 on the front page here, which presumably, no, it says out of stock. I don't know. Maybe he put it on the front page when it was in stock, and then people grabbed him up quickly, but okay. So he's got the DH75. That's a $10. That price is $10 less than most places have it for, so you might want to check that out. And he's got some other stuff on the featured front page of his website today. So check out rnl.com every day to see this daily special that changes every 24 hours. StepIR has a sale going today. I got an email from them yesterday, I think it was. New antenna systems flash sale, 10% off of new antenna system and free UPS ground shipping within the continental United States on your SPS system. Flash sale orders must be placed via phone or email. And it's that phone number there, and sales at stepir.com, 10% off. So we can close that and see StepIR's website here. They don't do sales very often. I talk about them sometimes, but not very regularly. So if you're in the market for a very well-made, made in the USA antenna, shop StepIR for the 10% off price today. There is a GoKit challenge that will happen in the North Texas area on March 16th, about three weeks from now, I think it is. So they've done this the last 2 or 3 years. This year, it's going to be on March 16th from 8 to 12. Setup starts at 7:30 at the Doubletree Ranch Park in Highland Village, Texas. It's about 20, maybe 30 minutes north of where I live right now. And I have been unable to attend this for the last 2 years because it always interferes with either something else going on in March, usually Hamsci. The Hamsci event, which I will be traveling to the following weekend, it's on a different weekend this year than the GoKit challenge. So I'm actually looking forward to attending this for the first time myself. There's some really cool stuff out there. If nothing else, I'm not going to enter anything, but if nothing else, I'll just take a bunch of pictures for Instagram because some of these kits people come up with are really fun. And maybe I can talk someone into building me something because oh, there's Ken and Jess right there in that picture. Look at that. That's fun. So, yeah, I would love someone to build me a GoKit because I actually have a GoKit I'm working on. I've been working on it very slowly for the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 years probably. But, you know, I'm spending most of my time making videos right now. So that's one reason I don't get a chance to build things very regularly. But regardless of that, we will be out here for the GoKit Challenge March 16th, so put that on your calendar if you're in the area. Come out and see us, and if you have something to enter, great. If not, then just come out and hang out for the day. Hopefully the weather holds. American Radio Supply has their $10 off of $35 or more order. Coupon code 770256 expires on February 27th, which is about 4 days from now. So they have connectors, adapters, coax, attenuators, RF switches, terminators, power poles, all kinds of good stuff. They have a really cool connector finder that you can find on their website if you need BNC to SMA female or SO239 to BNC mail or something like that, they have that option on the website. You can get an adapter or a jumper cable for that. So check out AmericanRadioSupply.com today. Ham Radio Prep still has their classes up there. You can download an app for free on your smartphone, Android and iOS. Get started for free today. And if you choose to purchase any of their packages, which I highly recommend this, if you don't have a license at all yet, I highly recommend this, at least this middle package right here, which is already 20% discounted. You can always save an additional 20% off of all of their courses with the coupon code of Jason20. But this Technician in General course right here is already discounted 20%, so $55 plus my discount of 20%. 20% off of that, it's about another $11. You can get that for about $44 right there. Or if you just want to do the whole thing, one fell swoop, one and done, you can get this, save 60% off of all three classes, Technician General and Extra. That's all three classes of license inside of the United States, and then save an additional 20% off of that price with the coupon code of Jason20. These never expire. The question pool for each class updates every 4 years, and if you hold on to this for a while until the question pool updates, you will not have to buy it again. So you'll just get the updated question pool once Ham Radio Prep comes out with it. So sign up today. Get started on your ham radio journey. They have gotten thousands, tens of thousands of people, 60,000 says right here. Plus, students trust Ham Radio Prep, have gotten licensed and gotten their ham radio license. So check out their website, download their app, and don't forget the coupon code of Jason20. This is my affiliates and deals page over on my regular website, hamradio2.com. I'm actually working on an update right now, so constantly adding and getting new stuff added to this website. But these are my regular affiliate links and or discount links that I have for you guys. So my GigaParts page, a 5% off page, 10% off page, battery box, backpack, power film, all that stuff is right there. These are separate links right here. We're going to talk about the 5% off page here in just a second. Ham Radio Deluxe, you can save 20% with the coupon code of HamRadio20. There's a link for Ham Radio Prep we just talked about and the coupon. Signal Stuff antennas. A lot of people ask me about HT antennas and which one I like the best. This is one of my favorite antennas. The super elastic signal stick antennas. You can get them in BNC, SMA female, SMA male. You can get adapters for all of them. Signal Stick makes a great product. I'll put a link in the description below. But they're always listed right here on this website too. This is Radioddity. This is actually a $15 off coupon. They lowered it to $10 during the holidays, but they changed it back to $15 right there. So you can always get a $15 off coupon right there. This code updates every now and then as well, but it's $15 off of $65 or more at radioddity.com. There's links to Artfinder. We're going to talk about them here in a second. And down here I have some camping, outdoor, and overland type links there. So check out these links. Be sure to bookmark this page so that you can always get a discount on various places depending on what you're looking for throughout your ham radio journey. This is the 5% off page over at GigaParts. They've got their battery box back up to the normal price here. We're going to let you know when it comes back on sale again. Probably sometime next month for the grand opening of their new store, but we'll see what happens with that. You can always save 5% on everything on this page. Solar panels, this ICOM IC705 cable with the power poles on it, that Nixie clock they just did, the Explorer modular backpack. They've got some new inserts for that. You'll see a video on that upcoming. DigiRig, interface stuff, telescoping mask, both fiberglass and carbon fiber. All their battery systems, everything from Rig Expert is 5% off. Everything from Jenison is 5% off. All of these links here. There's more DigiRig. More of their tactical sling bags and backpacks. Additions for the GigaParts Explorer backpack. There's all your power film stuff right there. And recently, this page is 3 pages deep now. So they just keep adding stuff to this page as time goes on. The newest addition is this Intellitron stuff. All this Intellitron stuff, if you saw it at Orlando Hemcation just a couple weeks ago, it's various items for all walks in amateur radio. They sent me a big box of this stuff. I'm working on a new video right now. We're going to go through a bunch of it. But you can always save a 5% off of all their Intellitron stuff at this page also. Some really good-looking digital SWR and watt meters here. A nice speaker. I'm looking forward to testing that, see what it's all about. Lightning arresters right there. this 17-foot whip. This whip right here is much like the Chameleon and MFJ whip, except I think it's a little bit beefier than those. The Alpha Antennas whip that I have is probably the beefiest whip that I own, and I think this one kind of rivals that one. So, although the Alpha Antennas whip, I think those are closer to about 19 feet, so this one's not quite as long, but this is a great addition right here to mini kits. So, a Teletron new arrival right there. You can catch all of that stuff right there, but just remember that the coupon code of KC5HWB gets you 5% off of all of these prices. Artfinder has these factory refurbished B1 Classics in stock right now. We sold a couple of these last week, and I shipped them out for Bob, and I think I have 1 or 2 more orders that are waiting that I'll probably get shipped out later this afternoon. $8.99 for a factory refurbished B1 Classic. Comes with the full warranty that you would get on a brand new phone, and also comes with a hardened screen protector, a new battery, fully assembled in the box, and all that kind of good stuff. He also has a large number of these B1 Plus radios. This one is USB-C chargeable. Comes with a little bit newer version of Android phone. These are available and ready to ship brand new in a box right now. So check that out, Rfinder, if you're in the market for all of this Bluetooth stuff is in stock right now as well. You get a Bluetooth headset, Bluetooth ear loop, and Bluetooth dongle that'll work on all of the devices. Bluetooth push-to-talk button there. And these 100-watt multi-USB chargers. These are pretty cool here. The only thing I don't like about them, they work very well, but the only thing I don't like about them is all these red ports are USB 2.0, and it has one PD5 for USB-C and one USB 3.0 for USB-A. They work, again, they work great, okay, but these are not going to, all the red ports are not going to be fast charging. So if you want to just plug all of your ham radio and GMRS radio HTs in there that charge via USB, it's going to work just fine. You can plug your phone into one of these and your tablet into the other quick port, and then this top piece right here on top is a wireless charger. This is where I charge my own phone when I'm sitting at my desk upstairs. So those are pretty hot right now. He sends out a mailing about that about once every other week, and when he does it, they get gobbled up pretty quick. But we got a brand new shipment of those about 2 weeks ago, so there's plenty of those in stock right now. So shopartfinder.com, links will be in the description below. I added a new section to my Amazon store, which I'll share below as well. Fiction and nonfiction books about ham radio. Now, this Contact Sport by J.K. George, this came out a few years back, and I grabbed this and read it. And it's about WRTC back in, I think, 2018. And it's a really fun read if you enjoy stuff like that. This book right here, Going Home, this is a fiction series written by A. American. That's a pseudonym. It is a 12-book series, which I'm actually about 3/4 of the way through right now. I've read the first, I think I'm on book 9 right now. So I'm reading it slowly but surely. It involves amateur radio quite a bit in a sort of post-apocalyptic world. Again, it's a fiction book. They talk about ham radio. They talk about some Yaesu stuff. They talk about setting up antennas and making communications into and out of an area. So that's kind of a fun book to read. I've enjoyed going through those, and on the continue, not just the first book, but on the continuing books, ham radio is a feature in there. And the main reason I started this is these first 3 books right here are fairly new, and they are written by Cale Nelson, which you might remember Cale from the podcast that he used to have, Ham Radio 360. He wrote these 3. And I bought this one on Kindle format. Communications for the Prepared. Getting Started in Ham Radio right there. And also CB Radio for Preppers, which I find pretty interesting. I haven't read this one yet. How to Get on the Air Before the Apocalypse. CB Radio for Preppers. So I thought all of those, and those are inexpensive $5 books you can get on Kindle. And I thought those were pretty well done. So I've read the first half of this one, Communications for the Prepared. It's very knowledgeable, very straight to the point, very accurate in what he's saying. So I'm looking forward to reading the rest of those. Anyway, check the link in the description below for this new idea list, as they call it, that I put on my Amazon page for all of these. And I'll be adding stuff to this later. If you guys have any suggestions for that, feel free to comment. BuyTwoWayRadios.com sells CBs, GMRS, Marine Band, FRS, business band, ham radios, commercial radios, all the stuff. They have a full line of Mezzi and Plomi coax as well. They have a couple of sales going right now, and one of them is, I think it's, where did it go? It's over here. Of course, the KG805 series, they reduced the price a while back. I've talked about this on my last couple videos. $79.99 for a monoband, either GMRS, MERS, or FRS version of that radio. Also, the Waxon has a KG-S72C CB radio. That's $10 off right now. $10 plus a free CB radio quick reference guide. Sale price of $109. This goes through February 29th, the end of this month. So check that out below. Also now available is a new Cobra 75 all-road wireless CB radio. All the controls are in the head of this radio. It has Bluetooth, so you can Bluetooth a headset to it. Now only $199. I think I'm going to try to get, it's AM and FM as well. I think I'm going to try to get one of these to put in my truck. I've been looking for something like this to put in my truck. I do want to have I do want to have CB radio available. It's probably not something I'll keep powered on all the time, but when I'm on road trips, it would be nice to have CB radio, especially channel 19, to see just, you know, what kind of. I still think it's probably good for traffic conditions and reports and whatnot, and depending on where you are throughout the country, it might be used or not used in different areas. So that is on the plan to put in the truck, and they've got that new, very ultra compact CB with Bluetooth in it right now. So looking forward to trying that one out. So shop at buy2wayradios.com. Tell them that Ham Radio 2.0 sent you, because they are a sponsor of this channel, and they do a lot to support me over here. So be sure to thank them if you buy anything from them. Radiodity is over here. I don't think they have any sales right now, but like I said earlier, you can get a $15 off of $65 or more order with the coupon code that I will put into the description below. And you can also find on my affiliates and deals page right here. That's a permanent coupon code right there. So right there, if I could find it, right there at the right there. So check that out. Shop at radiodity.com if you're in the market for anything. Be sure to use that coupon. On my lunchtime live stream this week, we started a hashtag, which it doesn't look like it's gotten used a whole lot, but I'm gonna try to post some more stuff. If you use the hashtag FreeHR2DOT0, we're going to try to get the attention of Facebook to try to reinstate my hacked Facebook account so that I can regain access to my Ham Radio 2.0 page, which is my main goal here. My main goal is to regain access to my page. So if you have Twitter and or Instagram, use the hashtag FreeHR2DOT0. And help me try to get the attention of Facebook, who has terrible customer service, and turn my account off for reasons that I don't quite understand, because they weren't very clear with it, but they say I violated terms of service, but this was after I lost access to the account because someone hacked into it. So it's actually not me who violated that, but that is what happened there. So check that out, and if you guys wouldn't mind tweeting that out, I'd appreciate it. Quirky QRP has a lot of cool stuff on his store. He and I got together, and he had this clipboard kind of designed already, and I'm like, hey, what about putting this and this and this on it? And he's like, yeah, that's a great idea. So it's got my logo on the front of it, as you can see right there. And then on the back, it's got this QR code that takes you to all the technician training videos on my YouTube channel. So if you have this out and about somewhere, maybe on POTA, you're keeping some stuff with you or hanging it on your wall at home, and someone asks, oh, what's that? And you can kind of explain it to them and have them scan that QR code and go check out the videos on my channel if they're interested in getting their ham radio license. So special shout out to James at Quirky QRP for allowing me to partner with him on this project. And as he put a tweet up yesterday, he's like, hey, just in case anyone's wondering, these are 100% made and printed in the USA, which is always something you're looking for. So once again, I'll share the link to this in the description below. Finally, the last thing I want to talk about today is the Houston Hamfest, which takes place a week from today and tomorrow. There will not be a shopping video next week because I will be down in Galveston. Well, we're driving down to Galveston on Thursday, and we're going to drive out to the Houston Hamfest on Friday and probably again on Saturday. Friday's like 12 to 8, and Saturday's 8 to 3. So there's they've got depending on the weather, they've got a pretty good outdoor tailgating section they've had in the past. Tickets are $15 at the door and $10 online. This is probably one of the larger Hamfests in the state of Texas since we lost Hamcom. And it's a fun show. I go to this almost every year when I can. They usually have 1 or 2 buildings full of cool ham radio stuff. Last year they had a building with makerspace guys in there and did some robot wars, which was really kind of fun to see. But regardless of, and HRO was there last year. Let's see. Yep, Ham Radio Outlet right there. The Sign Man of Baton Rouge, Electronics Parts Outlets, River Oaks Car Stereo, and ABR Industries. ABR is not too far away from Houston. Actually, I think they're in a suburb of Houston. I can't remember exactly, but they're in the Houston area regardless. So everybody will be there. HRO was there last year. They had a really good show. I talked to HRO after the show. They said, oh, yeah, we'll be back for sure, and it looks like they'll be back this year as well. So check out the Houston Hamfest. If you come down there, look for me. I should be there both days. I probably won't be there until 8 o'clock on Friday, but I should be there both days walking around with the camera. You guys come see us down there and put that on your calendar today. 73 guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. Everyone have a good weekend.